I'd get the power source hooked up before heading back into the Animus. But it's your call.
E aí pessoal, bem-vindo ao canal do Sr. Me Gusta Games. E hoje estamos de volta aqui com Assassin's Creed 3, galera. E a gente tá aqui com o Desmond, onde a gente parou no último vídeo. E ele falou pra gente ligar as energias antes de continuar. Bom, eu vou tentar achar onde que é. Eu nem imagino aonde que é, mas eu vou tentar achar, vamos ver se a gente acha. Pelo menos pra ligar elas. Já que ele falou, ele tá falado, né, mano? Ele é meu pai e tal, vocês estão ligados, né? Aqui foi onde eu caí a última vez. Porque eu fui burro pra caralho, né? E eu acho que é pra cá que eu tenho que ir. Opa, achei algo, hein? Achei algo.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate the fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world, we lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
Cara, esse jogo tá muito bem detalhado, cara. Tá, aqui será que é onde eu...
Wonder what's inside.
Only one way to find out.
Beleza, já encontramos o primeiro então. Provavelmente lá é o segundo, certo? Eu consigo passar por aqui? Seria uma boa, né? Seria bem legal eu ter passado por aqui, mas eu não posso. Por que eu não posso? Porque você vacilou, Desmond. Então vamos descer. Sou bem louco, eu desço por aqui então. Certo, agora a gente vai na porta que abriu lá. Ver o que rola.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000 more? Might we change the consensus and will the thread away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
É, realmente tá estranho isso. Vamos descobrir o que eles fizeram a seguir. Eu tenho 3 chaves, né? Ok.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward. We could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First we wanted to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Ok, aí vamos nós então. Bom, ali deve ser outro negócio, né? Então vamos lá. Eu não consigo passar aqui. Aqui também não. Será que eu tô indo pro caminho certo, velho? Ou será que eu voltei pro mesmo lugar? Eu acho que não. Achei. Vamos ver o que vai rolar agora colocando essa chave. Tem mais uma ainda. Então ele quis matar Lucy porque Lucy ia trair eles, cara.
What stories the temple will tell me today?
Tá, habilitamos mais um lugar então. Ok. Eu consigo descer por aqui?
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. So now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
Tá, beleza. Vamos só ver o que vai rolar nessa última chave aqui. Foi aqui que eu abri, né? Eu espero que seja. Vamos ver o que tem nos contar. Por aqui. Quem será que é essa? Minerva? Não é Minerva essa, é Juno? Não.
A new world approached. One that was dark and cold. It would consume us. For we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice. Not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita, my husband, my love. In the end, it changed him, ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release, for days, for weeks, for months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
Ela também perdeu muito. Que foda, mano. Ok. Cara, tá ficando difícil isso aqui, hein, velho. Pra onde tem que ir, na verdade? Será que é pra lá? Acho que eu tô no caminho certo, acredito eu. Mais informações.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles to dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter. But to leave required something more, something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
Caraca, isso tá bizarro demais, meu irmão. E agora? Ah, é aqui mesmo, só que eu acho que pra cima, né? Não, cara, e agora? Pra onde tem que ir, será? Não vou alcançar lá nem ferrando. Já consigo subir aqui? Também não. Eu acho que eu fiz merda, mas tudo bem. Caraca, vou ter que subir tudo de novo, meu irmão. Putz, grilo, hein? Aí sim, hein, Desmond. Só espero que ela não conte toda essa história de novo pra mim. Tá, tava aqui, certo? Se eu pular reto, não vou conseguir. Aí, garoto, aí sim. Agora eu senti firmeza, garoto. Chegamos? Mais uma peça colocada. É a terceira e última que eu tenho. Ok, acho que falta a chave. Pessoal, alguém tem alguma coisa pra falar agora?
Hello. Hey. Do you think killing Vidic set Abstergo back?
I doubt it. Sure, he pioneered the Animus, but they've had the technology for decades now. Plenty of other people can take his place.
And Cross?
Oh, he was a loose cannon. I doubt anyone's mourning his death. I think these days he was more a symbol than an asset. I'm sorry, I don't mean to dismiss what you did. But it's going to take a lot more than a couple of deaths to stop the Templars.
Ok.
Did Vidic put you in an Animus when you were at Abstergo?
Quero ver se esse maluco tem alguma coisa pra falar aqui. Tá aqui na porta, velho. Ei, malandro.
I regret not asking you to hack into the Abstergo servers while you were there. A couple of well-placed relays and we'd be swimming in information.
We have everything we need.
Yeah, except the key.
We're close.
How do you know?
I just do.
I've been poking around a bit. Did you know there are machines down here that make, well, mana?
Wizard mana or biblical mana?
What do you think? Biblical, of course. The Greeks called it ambrosia. The Indians, amrit or soma. Most cultures around the world refer to a divine food, though I'd say its taste is anything but.
You ate something that came out of a 75,000-year-old machine?
And I live to tell the tale.
So? What did it taste like?
Cardboard. Tasted of cardboard. Hardly the stuff of legends, though. I wonder if the first civilization didn't taste differently than we do.
Maybe the flavorizer broke.
Flavorizer. You've certainly got away with words, Rebecca.
Beleza. Bom, galera, mas é isso. Então esse vídeo aqui só foi pra gente encontrar as chaves. A gente foi e fez toda a parte das chaves. Provavelmente agora só falta a chave principal ali pra gente abrir e ver o que vai ocorrer. No próximo vídeo a gente vai continuar com a história do Connor, que falta 2 sequências, e vamos ver o que vai rolar. Pessoal, eu vou ficando por aqui, então espero que vocês tenham curtido. Se vocês gostaram, não esqueça de deixar um like aí. Se vocês adoraram, favorite o vídeo. E se é a primeira vez que vocês estão vendo o canal, se inscrevam nele, que assim vocês ajudam demais o me gusta. Pessoal, eu vou ficando por aqui, fica um grande abraço e até mais. Fui, pessoal!